Who said that? No. All right. America, go to the website right now. Go to...
Jesus Christ.
Education. I've been saying for a long time that we're in a position where 12 years of education is not enough, for the 21st century. We need 16 years of education. The exact bill that Senator Sanders introduced, I guess a little over a year ago, capping it off at $125,000 in income.
Yep. So yeah, once again, it's completely censored on YouTube.
Who said that? No. All right. America, go to the website right now. Go to the YouTube right now. Time after time, you were not a fan of Bo Simpson?
I was not a fan of
You
Bo.
were not a fan of the balanced budget amendment which called for cuts in Social Security? It was right. And I don't have to jobs. You voted for it. I voted against the height of... I think if you want somebody who will take to the White House what I've done for my whole life,
Thank you, Senator Sanders.
and that is take on special interest, I think I'm that candidate.
I just can't pay $44.
Let's talk about the future, Vice President Biden. If you become the Democratic presidential nominee, how will you appeal to supporters of Senator Sanders when you do disagree on so many issues?
He's making it hard for me right now. I was trying to give him credit for some things, and then he won't take the credit for things he wants to do. Look, I think that, I want to make it clear, if Bernie's a nominee, I will not only support him, I will campaign for him. And I believe the people who support me will do the same thing. Because the existential threat to the United States of America is Donald Trump. It's critical. I would hope that Bernie would do the same thing if I'm the nominee, and encourage all of his followers to, in fact, support me as well. Because it's much bigger, fundamentally change the nature of who we are as a nation.
Every other Democratic candidate is prepared to come together to do everything humanly possible to defeat Donald Trump. But let me respond to something that Joe said. You know, we talked about the Green New Deal and all of these things in general terms, but details make a difference. What I have said throughout this campaign, and I don't think I've heard you say this, Joe, is that if we are going to if we're going to save this planet for our kids and future generations, we need to have the courage to take on the greed of the fossil fuel industry and make it clear to them that their short-term profits are not more important in the future of this planet. We have a very detailed plan, a detailed proposal. Happy to get the endorsement of the Sunrise Movement, the young people.
We're going to get into the Green New Deal.
Okay.
We're going to talk about climate change. We have to squeeze in a quick break. When we come back, to see.
So the message of this video is Bernie and the Democrats are being pushed out of the media spotlight. In other words, big business controls the media, and even the Democrats are not, the Democratic debate, Joe Biden included, is not getting the airtime that a civic debate like this deserves. This is the only one I was able to find, and it's obviously censored and edited. This is the only one. I watched two, and I got a little bit of info from two of the videos, and then they were promptly deleted on YouTube. So that's the issue I'm reporting on once again. The only, to me, the most important issue on YouTube to be reported on is the censorship issue. Because if everything is obviously censored, they've proved Donald Trump's fake news completely true. If we don't have access to real news, well, that's exactly the game plan. And no, it was not a full debate, and I cannot find a live Democratic debate that's full at all. These are links to some kind of subscription fee, individual clips, more subscription fee, individual clips, more subscription fees. And that's the thing. When I search for the live, let me see if I can, live Democratic debate, as usual, same thing last time, doesn't show up on YouTube. And it's just not, it's not okay, because YouTube is free. No, it's not. I have to pay cable costs. So honestly, even that, even the point is, people with low income should have access to witness the Democratic debates. And it's ridiculous that even higher income people can't get access to the Democratic debates. The point is, everybody should have access to the Democratic debates, and we don't, and we haven't for a very long time. Especially during the coronavirus. Like, really? You're not going to publicly air the debate between Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden? Really? Like, seriously, maybe. Here, let's see. Watch the latest headline. No, thank you. I'm looking for the debate. Democratic debate between Biden and Bernie. It's nowhere to be found. Little individual clips. I'm doing this in real time. This is not rehearsed. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope somewhere I can find the live Democratic debate, the full Democratic debate. Maybe I should take the live out of it, because it's probably over by this time, because I couldn't watch it live. And that is a major problem. People deserve the right to know it's unedited, uncut, and live, and able to see it. So let's try to take out, no, I didn't put live in. Let me try that again and change the time, last hour. 11 minutes. This is the closest one. And this is the one that is the, what the? Yeah, it's not available even. Look at that. I go to this, it says 41 minutes and 15 seconds. But where is it? It's not there. Not there at all. And that's the issue. Consistently during the live Democratic debate, I witnessed YouTube take down multiple live feeds and multiple videos trying to show the public the live Democratic debate. And all we get is the chopped, censored man with the green tie telling us how to think. At least he gets to watch it on TV. I mean, I guess people do see it on CNN if they have a subscription to cable television. I don't. But just because I don't have a subscription to cable television, neither do a lot of other people. I watch YouTube. Why isn't it allowed to be on YouTube? Why isn't there even information about where I can watch it? There's just no...
Our Constitution gives the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness to all people, and those rights are derived from the laws of nature and nature's God, which means that every living being has those rights because they're natural, the natural rights of man.
Now he's liable to contradict what he just said,
working to move,
because I've heard this argument a million times.
Towards a more open and transparent society.
And what does that mean? I'm saying this is live for me. I'm doing this is not rehearsed. Okay, he says life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, Constitution, blah blah blah. But so that we can move to a more open, free, transparent society, but in the meantime, everything's censored.
Our Constitution gives the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness to all people.
And when the Constitution has been trampled and violated so much so that it didn't apply for about 5 years now,
those rights were derived from the laws of nature and nature's God, which means that every living being has those rights because they're natural, the natural rights of man. It's not about denouncing. It's about doing the right thing. It's about working to move government and people towards a more open and transparent society. And that's really what we need to do. In order to see that change happen in the world,
okay, so I agree with that dude, but I was looking for the Democratic debate between Biden and Sanders. Okay, great. He got highlighted, fabulous. It's YouTube, but YouTube doesn't honor the presidential candidates? Are you serious? Or is it CNN that has bought the debate and now nobody can watch it? And that's the issue. There's no open, transparent society. This is garbage. And frankly, privacy does deserve respect. But what, if anything, shouldn't be private is the Democratic debate, and it's nowhere to be found. Democratic debate commentary. Okay, so we can hear it in the background, but we can't actually watch it. And I don't really want to hear a commentary. I mean, if you're coming into this video, thank you for listening to the commentary. But the point is, if you're looking for the debate, I'd love to comment on where you can see it. But I don't know. And I didn't know where I could see the last one until 5 months later. I still haven't seen the last Democratic debate. Not 5 months, I'm sorry. But the point is, I can't find the current debate anywhere. It's nowhere to be found. Searching still. And that's what this video is about. The complaint that the most important things for our society are being censored. In other words, the Fourth Reich is exercising its absolute control over everything. And Bernie's right. It's going to take a lot more than just Bernie to change this. But that's why I voted for Bernie. Biden is business as usual. Better than Trump, but business as usual. We've got no business as usual. That's the crazy thing. Republicans voted for business as usual. Look at what we got. All the businesses are shut down. Pretty much. Coronavirus. What is Trump doing about the coronavirus? Yes, I've watched the news. Most of it is censored. And I'm one of the few people that even wants to watch the news at this point in time, considering how bad every bit of it is, constantly. It's like a race to hell as fast as humanly possible, with Donald Trump praising the God at the end of the line that, apparently has selected him to bring about Armageddon and then, the end of the world. That's not a sane perspective. And that's the guy that we're supposed to look at that's to blame for destroying the world. Destroying the world, I think the world would have been satisfied if Donald Trump just destroyed America, which he's done. Every bit of democracy is out the window. But unfortunately, he is racing, and many other people like him, racing as fast as humanly possible to destroy the world. It's insane. The Fourth Reich is a joke. But there's a lot of comparison to what Nazi German mentality had for the world, had for their people, had for themselves, and had against everybody else. And that's what we see in Donald Trump. I agree. Donald Trump is the figurehead of the threat. But I won't vote for Joe Biden because he doesn't have the balls that Bernie Sanders does. He acts like he does. That's exactly what anybody would do who doesn't have the balls. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Well, prove it. And he's proven it that he doesn't over and over and over again. And Bernie Sanders does. Not perfect, but it's the only choice we've got. And that's the crazy thing about Trump versus Hillary. Why don't the American people deserve a buffet of choices? Why do we deserve the puppet on the left or the puppet on the right? In other words, I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I voted for Bernie Sanders in 2016, and when they cut him from the running, I voted for Jill Stein and Najama Baraka. I knew that they wouldn't win. But the point is the Green Party now has ballot access in North Carolina, and we're chipping away to try to offer the American people another option, which, if left to the power elite, and I think that's why Bernie quit being an independent and joined the Democrats. When left to the power elite, they close it all off to a spigot, and that spigot is the puppet on the left or the puppet on the right, or the one guy that you're allowed to have. He's in the White House. That's the one guy you're allowed to have. Because he was selected. He wasn't elected. I don't think this is democracy. If Joe Biden is selected, that's not democracy. If he's elected, sure. If you can prove that the popular vote elected Joe Biden, great. No problem. Apparently, Hillary Clinton beat Bernie Sanders by 13,000 votes in terms of the popular vote back in 2016. But how about more proof? I voted for Jill Stein and Najama Baraka in 2016 because Jill Stein was the only person who fought for and accomplished and proved and tried to bring attention to the American people that it's all censored. It's all censored, completely censored. Okay, no, it's not. Let me see. Is it going to play?
Not a fan of the balanced budget amendment which called for cuts in Social Security?
Okay, so I get through to this one little window that for the moment, a minute ago, it was censored. Now, maybe it's not. There's only 18 minutes, so it's chopped, it's cut, it's not an adequate representation of the full debate, and I'm still searching for the full debate. In other words, Jill Stein and Najama Baraka fought to expose that the elections were rigged, the elections were not adequate, the old voting machines were not adequate, the Republicans who controlled and took home the voting machines were corrupt. There was influence from this person and that person, whether it's Russia or not. I saw more evidence that it was Goldman Sachs rather than Russia and the GOP. Even Trump, before he won, was complaining about voter fraud and stuff like that. The point is, that's number one priority. You should have free and fair elections that are checked and double-checked and made sure to be adequate. But that's why I voted for Jill Stein, because she's the one person that fought to show that it was inadequate. It wasn't about her expecting to win because of all the problems in the voting. She did pick up some votes. So did Donald Trump. So did Hillary Clinton. The point is, she proved her point. There were problems with the voting machines, problems with the way things were running, problems with the system. And that also is coming through what Bernie Sanders said. There's problems with the system that are so vast at this point in time that we can't sit back and just elect business as usual. Of course, Joe Biden is the lesser of two evils. I'm not trying to say the man is an evil person. He's got some very good traits. What I'm getting at is, if a person only has two choices, even if they're great choices, that's a false narrative. Americans should realize and take back their power that this is we the people's country, not any of these officials. And the problem is that's the system that they've fed into. And it's right of Bernie to say, hey, wait a second, this system is going astray. We've got to turn it around and bring it back to we the people. I'm saying that, but, you know, the point is I support Bernie Sanders for president and not Joe Biden.
Confronting this new reality.
First of all, my heart goes out to those who have already lost someone and those who are suffering from.
And I hope he doesn't have it, even though he just coughed. Terrible video. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't voted for Bernie Sanders, please do.